long ago, long before time had even been invented. Movies only had the choice of being shot in black and white. The colorless world led people into a state of depression, saying, fast forward a little while later, and now films are able to be shot in color. However, with this innovative creation, movies do occasionally go back to the original monochrome color palette. But why use black and white when you can use color? This is a good question, so allow me to enlighten you. A film being monochrome can offer many benefits over colored film, including how it brings more attention towards the details, textures, shapes, and shadows that make up the frame. Just like colored film, the light, shadows, and composition all contribute to the emotions and overall idea that the film or picture is attempting to convey. Take this image for example. In color, you may focus more on the brightly colored pencil, however, in black and white, you would probably begin to focus more on the texture and shapes of the object. Now you're probably wondering, but are there any downsides of using black and white colors? In fact, there are. Monochrome color palettes have been found to lead to a lack of motion, and the way that colors presented in the form of color grading go a long way in shaping the audience's emotion towards the story and image. Black and white reducing and distracting aspects of the frame is one of its strong suits, but also one of its downsides. This includes how bright colors in the frame can also help direct the viewer's attention to certain details. Now you're probably wondering, how can black and white film be used uniquely? Well, depending on the creator of the film, a black and white color palette can be used uniquely to further push the meaning of the story or practical effects being presented. There are many different instances of how black and white is used distinctly. However, a specific example of this is shown in Martin Scorsese's film Raging Bull. He explains that the monochrome color palette reduced the number of distractions throughout the film, such as the eye-catching blood, which would take the audience's attention away from the action. He also aimed towards separating his movie from the previously made Rocky, which had come out the year before. Differently enough, in Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List, black and white was used to make the movie feel more like a story. Along with this, Spielberg explained that the Holocaust was life without light. For me, the symbol of life is color. That's why film about the Holocaust has to be in black and white. A recent film by stylized director Wes Anderson is The French Dispatch. This film jumps from black and white to color throughout the film. The possible explanation for this choice is that Anderson uses this to represent a jump through time, color being the present while black and white is the past. Along with this, color is often used to show the importance of something, this being the painting created by Moses Rosenthaler called Simone Naked Cell Block J Hobby Room. A large part of the movie is based around this painting, further proving why Anderson chooses to use color to further emphasize its importance in the film. This also creates a greater contrast between how monochrome and standard color affects the audience's impression of the film. In the end, black and white film is more than you think. The amount of unnoticed details such as the shapes, textures, and shadows throughout the frame go a long way in completing the intentional aesthetic of a monochrome film. Creating a calmer and more collected feeling for a film, directors use this particular art form to their own unique advantage.